Welcome to This Explainer. When we look at global supply chains, there's this really fascinating dynamic going on with Indian leather. Today, we're going to dive into exactly why international buyers strategically source their different leather products from very specific, highly specialized cities in India.
So think about this for a second. Why on earth would a buyer source heavy-duty boots from one city, but luxury handbags from a totally different one hundreds of miles away? Well, it turns out that while a lot of regions manufacture leather, they definitely aren't all doing the same thing. Over the decades, these regions have evolved into specialized ecosystems. And understanding this layout, it's absolutely crucial, because finding the perfect manufacturing hub is basically the ultimate matchmaking challenge for global brands. Here's our roadmap for today. We'll start by unpacking the power of clusters, take a quick regional tour through Kanpur, Chennai, Kolkata, and Ambur, and then wrap things up with some smart sourcing strategies.
Section 1. The Power of Clusters, the Ecosystem of Manufacturing.
Okay, before we jump into the specific cities, we need to be clear about what a leather cluster actually is. A cluster isn't just a city with a few factories slapped together. It's a thriving organic ecosystem. It's a centralized spot where raw materials, highly skilled workers, tanneries, machinery suppliers, and exporters all magnetically concentrate together. And when these hubs form, they create immense, undeniable advantages. Suddenly, companies are looking at lower production costs and way faster sourcing. They get immediate access to skilled labor, localized infrastructure, and a really strong export ecosystem. Honestly, these local advantages rapidly solve some of the absolute biggest headaches in global sourcing today.
Section 2. Kanpur, Heavy-Duty Leather, the leather city of North India.
All right, our first stop is Kanpur, widely recognized as the leather city of North India. What makes this cluster so unique is its rugged, incredibly deep-rooted industrial history. We are talking about over 150 years of generational expertise. That is a century and a half of continuous manufacturing. And because of that history, Kanpur absolutely excels at heavy-duty output. If you need massive industrial units pumping out tough gear, think saddlery, safety shoes, or military boots, this is your ideal hub. They are perfectly outfitted to handle this, largely thanks to their strong availability of buffalo leather. It's exactly why they export these rugged goods all over the place, straight to Germany, the UK, the USA, and the Middle East. But actually, smart sourcing means looking at the whole picture, right? Sourcing from Kanpur means you've got to balance those massive industrial strengths against some very specific localized challenges. Buyers here have to navigate strict environmental regulations, ensure compliance with CETs, those are common effluent treatment plants, and keep a close eye on water pollution concerns.
Section 3. Chennai, Premium Export Hub, India's advanced leather ecosystem.
Moving down south, Chennai is a whole different beast. It stands out proudly as India's absolute largest leather export hub. The ecosystem here is highly advanced, it's modern, and it actually serves as the manufacturing home base for several global leather brands you definitely recognize. Chennai's entire focus is premium output. We're talking luxury handbags, premium garments, high-end accessories. Their big strengths? Excellent port connectivity, super modern tanneries, and incredibly high-quality finishing. Plus, they feature a ton of LWG, Leather Working Group certified suppliers. This setup is exactly why they're able to heavily export these premium certified goods to really rigorous markets like Europe, the USA, and Japan. Section 4. Kolkata Luxury and Craftsmanship, the hub for small leather goods. Let's head east to Kolkata. This city has transformed into a highly specialized center. In fact, if you're a top-tier European luxury brand, Kolkata is practically your perfect match for ladies' handbags, small leather goods, and high-fashion accessories. It's a really fascinating contrast to our first stop. Unlike Kanpur's heavy boots and giant machinery, Kolkata's ecosystem relies heavily on delicate, highly skilled craftsmanship. They offer excellent sample development and incredibly flexible production, all with competitive labor costs. So if you're making high-fashion wallets, belts, or intricately designed small leather goods bound for fashion capitals in France, Spain, Italy, or the UK, this is your cluster. But just like we saw with Kanpur, this delicate craftsmanship comes with a trade-off. In Kolkata, international buyers have to carefully navigate things like seasonal labor shortages, infrastructure hurdles, and potential logistics delays. You have to weigh those realities against the sheer benefits of their flexible production and unmatched craftsmanship. Section 5. Ambur, the footwear capital, Tamil Nadu's shoe powerhouse. When people in the global supply chain hear the name Ambur, they immediately think of one thing. Ambur is basically synonymous with footwear. It's famous worldwide for premium footwear manufacturing and producing really exceptional finished leather. It's the go-to destination for major international shoe brands, and here's why. Ambur boasts this massive, fully integrated tanning industry combined with highly advanced machinery. Because they are so export-focused, they already possess the strict international certifications needed to dominate the global shoe and shoe upper market. Put simply, if you are putting shoes on feet, Ambur's ecosystem is built entirely to support you.
Section 6. Smart sourcing strategies. Matching the product to the cluster. Okay, so we've toured the four corners of India's leather manufacturing. Now let's look at the ultimate matchmaker guide. As you can see here, there literally is no single best cluster overall. It all depends on what you're making. Need safety shoes? Go to Kanpur for industrial production. Luxury handbags? Leverage Kolkata's craftsmanship. Need premium leather exports? Chennai is your hub. And for footwear, you head straight to Ambur's integrated ecosystem. Smart sourcing really just boils down to picking the exact right ecosystem for your specific product. India's leather industry is evolving fast with massive investments going into sustainability and modern manufacturing. When you truly understand these distinct regional strengths, you can drastically reduce your costs, improve quality, and build a highly resilient supply chain. So I'm going to leave you with a provocative thought for your own sourcing strategies. Look at your current operations right now. Which manufacturing ecosystem is missing from your global supply chain? Think about how these specialized clusters might just be the missing puzzle piece you've been looking for. If you found this explainer helpful in mapping out the landscape, drop a comment below and let us know which specific cluster you'd like us to cover in even more detail next time.